In the work of sustainable change, particularly with neurodivergent individuals navigating modern life and work, transformation rarely arrives through dramatic reinvention. It arrives quietly, through small, intentional shifts that compound over time. This is the essence of Kaizen: continuous improvement through 1-degree adjustments. When paired with Ikigai, the Japanese framework for purpose-driven living, Kaizen becomes not a productivity tactic, but a humane philosophy for change that respects energy, nervous system capacity, and lived reality. People do not fail because they lack motivation or vision. They falter because change is often prescribed at a scale the nervous system cannot sustain. Why big change often backfires? Large, sweeping goals are culturally celebrated, yet biologically costly. The nervous system interprets sudden, high-demand change as uncertainty. Cortisol rises, executive function tightens, and self-trust erodes when the system cannot keep pace. For neurodivergent individuals, whose regulation and energy management may already require conscious effort, this pattern is amplified. Ikigai offers a different entry point. Rather than asking, "What should I become?" it asks, "What small action today aligns me more closely with meaning, contribution, and vitality?" Kaizen provides the method. 1 degree is enough to alter direction without triggering threat. Modern behavioral science supports this approach. Research on habit formation consistently shows that consistency at low intensity produces stronger long-term adherence than high-effort, short-lived change. Ancient wisdom simply articulates this, as sustainable growth follows rhythm, not force. Purpose is strengthened through repetition, not revelation. Ikigai is often misunderstood as a singular discovery, a moment of clarity that unlocks purpose. In lived practice, purpose is refined through repetition. Each small, aligned action reinforces identity, competence, and trust in one's capacity to move forward. A 1-degree shift might look unremarkable. Eating 1 consistent meal daily, stepping outside for 5 minutes of daylight, reducing 1 unnecessary meeting, or choosing clarity over speed in communication. Yet these micro-adjustments signal safety to the nervous system. Safety creates capacity. Capacity allows purpose to emerge in usable form. This matters deeply in workplace contexts. Employees are rarely disengaged because they lack ambition. More often, they are depleted by environments that demand constant adaptation without recovery. Kaizen-based change restores agency without overwhelming already taxed systems. The nervous system as the gatekeeper of change. Purposeful change must pass through the nervous system before it becomes behavior. The system stays regulated enough to integrate new patterns. When it is abrupt, the system resists, often mislabeled as procrastination or resistance. Ikigai-informed coaching recognizes this. It honors the reality that energy is finite, and that meaning cannot be sustained in states of chronic dysregulation. 1-degree shifts respect executive functioning variability and reduce decision fatigue. They allow momentum to build without reliance on willpower. Over time, these shifts accumulate. Direction changes before identity does. Confidence grows not from intention, but from evidence. I did this yesterday, I can do it again. Kaizen as an antidote to burnout culture. Modern culture often equates progress with acceleration. Kaizen reframes progress as alignment. It asks not, "How fast can I go?" but "Can this pace be held?" For neurodivergent individuals, this reframing is particularly powerful. It removes the pressure to perform purpose in socially acceptable ways and replaces it with a quieter, more embodied metric. Does this action support my capacity to stay engaged with life? Organizations benefit from this perspective as well. When teams are encouraged to make small, meaningful improvements, rather than constant overhauls, innovation becomes sustainable. Retention improves. Burnout decreases. Purpose shifts from abstract values to lived practice. Purpose is direction, not destination. The power of 1-degree lies in its humility. It does not demand certainty, only orientation. When Ikigai and Kaizen are integrated, purpose becomes something you practice, rather than pursue. Change that lasts is rarely loud. It is subtle, cumulative, and deeply respectful of human systems. 1-degree, repeated with care, is enough to change a life, not by force, but by consistency to what matters. Purposeful change does not ask for more from you. It asks for better alignment, one small step at a time.